Good morning, everybody. Hope you're okay out there. And I'm chatting today about healing and why healing is a constant. So for me, when I've done a healing journey, I often think, are we there yet? When do we achieve this healing? And I think it's very common to find that healing is just a permanent, constant thing, either an undertone that's going on in the background of your life, your subconscious, or something that's very prominent. And what happens with true healing is that it's layer after layer after layer, going deeper and deeper and deeper. And sometimes when we heal something, it's a common thing I hear, and I thought it myself. Oh, I thought I was okay with that. I thought I'd done the work on that. And then a few years later, it pops up again. Why is that? Because what happens is we're always evolving, whether we're consciously doing healing work, inner inventory, self-awareness, self-development, growth, whatever you want to call it. It really is the same thing. We're constantly doing it, whether we're actively doing it or inactively doing it. So there's times where we'll be having a pilgrimage and we're doing our own inner work consciously, or seeking support, help, therapy, spiritual healing, whatever it might be. And there's other times where that kind of, we feel like we've done enough of that for now. And that's really important as well, is to have a break from it. And so we can then assimilate, digest what we've been discovering about ourselves, working on healing, and then actually applying it to our waking life. So this is where healing becomes a constant, because the more we do, the more we start to alter our perception, our vision on something. It might be that we suddenly make a massive breakthrough, a transformation, and see a trauma in a different light that helps us to detach from it more, that helps us to not think about it so much, that helps us to not be so triggered. And when we do that, we see it in a different way, and then it can actually open up another layer of healing, because now you have a different aspect or a different relationship with that wound. It might be that you start to think of things differently, and it either pings up another layer of something, or it takes you towards the next level of healing. So if you think of healing in stages and tiers, I can look back at the same wounds and realize that I saw them in a certain light and might have got stuck in my healing there. And then as I evolved, I was able to reflect on them, maybe using my heart more, my intuition, my soul, and I was able to afford compassion to something that I might have had anger with at some point. So as I progress with that new layer of my healing then brings space for anything else that might be down there, because we can't do all our healing in one go. It would be total crisis, soul shock, healing crisis, destruction. So as we gradually go, we purge, and the soul knows what it's doing. We purge at the rate that is right for us, even if we allow our minds to get in the way and it resists it and blocks it and stops it. And I've done that as well. But when we follow our intuition and we heal, gradually that bit gets done. And over time, if there's anything left down in the barrel, which there usually is, it gives scope and space energetically for that to rise up to the surface when you're ready, and it comes up into your conscious awareness. And there you go again. The next level of healing might be on the same thing that you look back and go, oh, I thought I was done. And you might well have been for a while, but there's a bit more to do. Your soul was in the driving seat and said, well, you need a bit of space and time before you get to that next bit. You need a breather from that. Or actually now there's time for that bit of wound to come up that you may not have been aware of, and do this bit. But it will be a constant. Can you get okay with that? Can you get okay with life? Inner work is constant work, but it doesn't have to always be challenging. It doesn't always have to be traumatic. It can be enlightening, liberating, freeing, full of compassion, full of love, full of warmth where you couldn't feel it before. It's all about you detaching from life more and more what you're carrying. That is the aim of the game. So of course that will go on forever. Enjoy that process. Happy weekend, everybody.